All right, I'm about to adjust the microphone. Please assume the fetal position. Oh, we got it, okay. Oh, it had to happen. It had to happen. I wanted to give a speech giving you all my tips on how to change the world or to make an impact, but that didn't seem like it would really be very helpful because, well, in reality, I've been mentally checked out since, like, January. And I was going to make a joke here about how bad my third trimester grades were, but I never actually got around to looking at them, so I guess that kind of shows you the problem right there. But I've been thinking a lot these past few weeks. Well, not in class, I'm not crazy, but I've been thinking a lot, you know, at home, about what makes the class of 2019 special. And after a carefully focused examination, I've concluded that it has to be the field trips. I mean, come on. Who could forget 8th grade when we went to an art museum? And then the year after that, when we went to an art museum. And then the following year when we decided to shake things up and go to an art museum. And what's crazy is back in 8th grade, I remember walking around that art museum thinking to myself, man, this is kind of boring and pointless. But then, after 3 years, I walked out of that final art museum and I said to myself, yeah, that was boring and pointless. All perfectly justified art museum roasts aside, those art museums must have made a pretty big impact on my 10th grade self, because here I am, talking about them. And I think that paintings serve as an excellent illustration, no pun intended, for my message to my classmates today. We have been painted by high school, and life will continue to paint us in the future. You see, paintings do not need to be explained, right? Their meaning is shown by what they are. Similarly, our time at LCDS is best explained not by anything I could say, but by who we are today. In a manner of speaking, we have been the canvas and we have been painted by our years at LCDS. For example, no one outside the school understands the severe emotional toll that the spoon game has taken on me. But they can see its effect anytime I tear up and start sweating profusely when I see red plastic spoons at a barbecue, right? And so the person I am today is a direct result of what I have experienced here during my time at Country Day. We have been the canvas, and we have been painted. And for this reason, I believe that each one of us is like a work of art. Not only because we are the best-looking class in LCDS history, okay? I'm looking at you, David Winter. I'm looking at you, Tessa Barrett. All right, I'm back on script. Please don't cut my mic. I'm sorry. Not only because we're the best-looking class, but also because we are living proof that the impact our last 4 years have made is real and special and meaningful. Because when an artist finishes a painting, they don't accompany that painting with a detailed explanation of what rough drafts and life experiences and ideas led that painting to look how it does. No, the painting itself tells that story. And likewise, each of us tells the story of our time here, of being freshmen and thinking that seniors were gods who roamed the halls alongside us mere mortals, of being sophomores and thinking that we had all the time in the world, of being juniors and thinking that graduation couldn't come fast enough, of being seniors and wishing that it never would, of the teachers who invested in us and expanded our worldview beyond what we could ever imagine, of the countless unnamed Google Docs that we created to make it look like we weren't playing 2048 in class, of wondering why Linden Diner omelets taste so much better after 11 p.m., of one-day extensions that became two-week extensions, that became hoping your teacher would forget about the assignment because your goldfish died or something, of the classmates and friends who've been there with us the whole time. We all tell that story, not with words, but through who we are. The brushstrokes left on our lives serve as proof that our time here has been real and special and meaningful. And so the diploma that we will ultimately receive will not do justice to our time here. The only thing that can really express what the class of 2019 means is, well, us. And so the best way to make sure that this class lives on is, as cliche as it sounds, by being fully and unashamedly ourselves, because who we are is a direct result of what this class is. Don't hide your painting. Let those around you see it. But the classmates you see here today are not the final copy. We all are just a rough draft. If we let it, college will continue to paint us. We'll grow and we'll learn. We'll make new friends and form new inside jokes and new memories. We'll discover new favorite study spots and new ways to avoid actually using them. But don't mistake me as saying that college will be easy. We'll have somber-colored brushstrokes in addition to the bright-colored ones. There will be awkward handshakes and miserly Chipotle servers and new dorm room furniture to stub your toes on. But these bad experiences don't mean that your experience has been bad. Hard times just add contrast to your painting. Take it all in. Try to accumulate experiences like brushstrokes, and the more complete your painting can become. And so I'll leave you all with this. Don't be a final copy. Wherever you are for the next 4 years, let life continue to paint you. Because who knows, maybe your finished painting would one day be good enough to hang in an art museum, where future bored 8th graders can look at you and feel as if graduation is a million years away. If only they knew how fast the time went. Thank you.